Hello and welcome to the revival cast recording of Alignment Shift. Dun 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 dun. Potentially in podcast form this time instead of live streaming to Twitch. So we're going to be trying a new format here tonight. Going to be doing a little bit of a recap for those of you who are new. Welcome for those of you who are old. Still doing. Anyway. So, joining me tonight, I have Peggy.
Hello.
George.
Oh, it's a podcast now, so I have to say something.
Kayla.
Hi.
Mackenzie.
Greetings.
AJ.
Let's burn down the orphanage.
Steven.
Huh?
And I'm your host, Steve Irwin. I don't know. Cal.
What?
Too soon.
That was like 10 years ago. What?
No, it's always too soon.
I was
Steve
gonna
Irwin.
say roll the intro, but I don't think we have an intro to roll.
I mean, we are still live streaming to Twitch. There's just not any video.
Oh, okay. I mean, we can roll the music, but no one likes my music that much, so we can just skip that. My music's okay. It's passable. Anyway, so in that case, we will just dive right in. How far back should I go on this recap?
The beginning.
The very beginning.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Really?
Since the dawn.
I know this joke.
Let's go back. Let's recap the whole first season. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Why not? A group
Get comfy.
of adventurers brought together by strange means to investigate the weird occurrence of, what were they, werejackals, I believe it was?
Yep, werejackals.
Around the small, sleepy fishing village of Drina. They investigated and discovered that there was, in fact, a plot to destroy the village caused by a group of orcs known as the Ravagers, who were using the werejackals, a type of hyena demon, and also the gnolls, to wage war against Drina, infiltrate it, and destroy the town. Why? Turned out there was an altar buried beneath the city containing the words of an ancient prophecy. The party attempted to save some lives in the town. Kind of didn't much, but a few people left, including one Jakar, who's everyone's favorite character, and made their way out through the burning city to Whitestone, fleeing from its destruction. Having warned Whitestone that this Ravager army is nearby, from there, our party discovered that Whitestone was being plagued by vampires once again, 30 years later. After a very brief investigation that was supposed to take multiple sessions, but instead was about 1.5, it was discovered that the head vampire was none other than the town's mortician slash kind of gravekeeper, Liam Altira, who had been infected by the Briarwoods when everything had gone down 30 years ago. His wife had been killed before his eyes, his daughter assumed dead. He went crazy, left in a cell, and eventually made his way into the sewers to begin a new family of vampires. Through the power of friendship, he was dissuaded from his evil path and actually became their ally in a sense. He agreed to leave the town of Whitestone and stop creating a new brood in exchange for our group, Vera Anaran's assistance in recovering his soul, so that one day he may be reunited with his darling wife and child. They sent him and the rest of his vampires to the mountains, where there was a abandoned ancient Temple of the Platinum Dragon, a sanctuary that had been abandoned and overtaken by members of Tiamat's cult, a group of Abishai, I believe they were pronounced. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hoping that the vampires were going to solve that problem and kill them. It is currently unknown how that situation completed.
Probably not
Af-
well.
Probably not well. However, after that, the party then set out toward the Riffin Mist jungle in an attempt to discover the location of the Wraps of Demak, one of the items that is being sought after by the evil tincture of Taldore, the group of ex-adventurers, now doomsday seers, who are attempting to bring about the end of the world, an attempt to get these wraps first. They went through Singorn and met with Oliver's fiance, I guess I will say. Met with the main leader of Singorn, whose name is currently not in front of me, but Elena was tasked with clearing out a mansion that was in the city that had been overtaken by the Fae. In exchange
Which we
for,
still need to do.
in exchange, he would offer them aid and warn his people about the imminent threat of the tincture. The party then went to the Riffin jungle and discovered that in this jungle there is, in fact, an entire civilization of frog people, the Bullywog, who have multiple factions, 5 main cities, but one major city-state known as Hon Yosai, a supreme dictatorship, a dictator with many names, including a Grand Poobah Doink, Emperor of the Riffin Mist, so on and so forth. His main goal to unite all 5 cities under his one banner, under the rule of the Forge, and establish himself as a global superpower. Be recognized by the main council of Taldore, open trade, etc. The party went to this last village, discovering that the oppressive Hanyosai were mistaken in their belief in the rule of the Forge. They were eventually allowed entrance into the ancient temple that housed the Wraps of Diamak, being protected by a monk lich, a bunch of undead, basically a chapter from the Tomb of Annihilation. After defeating him in combat and destroying his phylactery, jumping through a portal which led them outside the Divine Gate, they ended in a massive tower made of seemingly iron and stone, erected in just blank space. They could see out the windows the Divine Gate, floating material in front of them, hundreds if not thousands of miles away in space. Below, a massive army of who knows what was culminating at the base of the tower. And there they found the suspended animation bodies of Vox Machina, which had gone missing at the beginning of our adventure. They rescued them, discovered a pedestal that allowed one to assume the identity of a deity and project the image of it to those around. The party escaped, having grabbed an orb, which they would later found out contained the spark of divinity for the chained oblivion itself. Whew, this is a lot of story to go through, and I'm going off the top of my head trying to remember all this. They jumped through a portal.
You're doing great, Cal.
Which ended up bringing them to Vasselheim, where the Tincture of Taldore had just stolen another artifact and left the gate open. The Paladins of the Platinum Sanctuary destroyed that and took into their possession this orb. As they returned to the city, Gilmore arrived and and entered with them to the Platinum Sanctuary, and only then was it discovered it was not Gilmore, but actually a member of the tincture
No,
known as...
It was Gilmore disguised as one of the tincture.
No, you have it the other way around. As one of the tincture disguised as Gilmore.
He's getting there.
Okay, sorry.
By the name of Taharn, who is disguising himself as Gilmore.
I got this switched. I apologize.
Who blasted everyone away from the orb, grabbed it, and disappeared. There's even parts of the story that I'm missing. The party boarded an airship and made their way toward Iman in an attempt to... I don't even remember why we originally went to Iman.
I know why.
Why was it?
So
It was the fault
Xavier,
of two of our party members.
So
Yes.
Xavier boarded the airship. We portaled in.
Oh, yes, that was it. Xavier took an airship back to Iman.
And Benedictus went after Glaive.
Benedictus went after Glaive. Two of our player characters one of our player characters attempted to kill his secondary character, succeeding in a massive airship battle between the two of them, plummeting toward the city of Amman. The two of them smashed into the sidewalk, killing Glaive, saving Glaive, who used his last moments to save Benedictus, trusted in his best friend Sapala to reincarnate him, in which this 6-foot-tall, heavily scarred blood cleric was reincarnated as a 2.5-foot-tall halfling cleric of the Forge domain?
Forge, yes.
Yes, okay.
Question mark?
Question mark? I just want to make sure that was right.
Kathleen Glaive.
They discovered a member of the, very shortly after, a member of the tincture, living, housing, staying beneath the Bardic College of Inspiration, Rylan Zod, who was the main perpetrator of the agony drug, was using all kinds of mushrooms and experiments. They battled him, defeated him, rescued the sovereign, the leader of the Myconid people, donning themselves, or not donning themselves, but being granted the title champions of the, 637th house?
Wow.
Yep, 37th. Champions of the 637th house of the sovereign. At this point, we're going to fast forward a little bit because this is getting long-winded. I'm already out of breath.
1 more hour.
1 more hour. Then it was discovered that the city of Amman is under a little bit of unrest as Edward Drassig is running recruitment campaigns in the city, attempting to persuade members of the population to join him, giving out bread lines and things like that in a city that is economically disinclined due to its debt to the Arcana Pansophical and Singorn and Vasselheim and the entire world. The city is basically under a constant depression. A single spark ignited quite a fire when an assassination caused by a figure in black killed one of Edward Drassig's men on the docks of the city, who was later discovered, according to a dead body's sources, to have been shot by Lady Cassandra. This death sparked a riot in the city, which the party quickly assisted in quelling, but not after Elena de Rolo was shot by over 100 arrows.
Good times.
Good times. But shortly thereafter, the victory and another assassin was tracked through the city, revealing itself to be a member of the, or at least associated with the cult of Tiamat, letting Vale know with one of her last breaths that they were still aware that she was in possession of the Raps and holding them to her contract with them. They questioned her corpse using a Speak with Dead spell, in which it was revealed, like I said, that Lady Cassandra was the assassin and that Tyra was still assisting them. Whether this is true or not remains to be seen. As the party was leaving the building, war trumpets sounded over the city of Amon. As Xavier looked high above the city using his familiar, they saw the Ravager army emerging from the east of Amon, being chased on horseback by mounted cavalry with rifles, chasing them across the open fields of Amon north toward the Umber Hills. Oldores, in a heroic championship motion, jumped onto a horseback with a knight and rode into the front lines of battle, causing the rest of Vera Honoran to scramble behind him. They assisted in picking off some of the back end of the orcs, but ran into one of their old nemesises, Gorgath, the champion of the Ruiner. As I don't know if I've ever actually come out and directly said that, but engaged them in battle once again, this time with two stone giants. Or, I'm sorry, were the stone giants or were the cloud giants? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but they sucked.
I think they were hill giants.
I don't think
Might
they
have
were
been
hill
hill
giants.
Yeah, I think they were lobbing in rocks.
Felt pretty big for hill giants.
I think they were
Pretty
cloud,
small for hill giants.
I think they were cloud giants.
If they were cloud giants, no, I don't think they
I
were.
don't think they were cloud giants. I think they were stone giants.
They might have been stone
Stone
giants.
giants.
Anyway,
They
I
were-
think they were stone.
Big, though.
They were big, but with their aid was able to best the party, who quickly retreated ASAP, AQAP being bombarded with chunks of rock being heralded at them. As our last session came to a close, the party realized that their retreat was fortuitous, as the attacking cavalry from the Mon, as it reached the precipice of the Umber Hills, was ambushed from the mountainside by massive cannons upon the cliff walls, which blasted down into the valley, causing catastrophic casualties. As Vera Honoran continued a slow retreat across the field, the retreating Amon army barreled past them, some horses not having riders, half of riders, and gravely wounded soldiers returning to the city of Amon. We now pick up as the party nears the gates of Amon. A massive crowd of people gathered outside the gate. As you recall, during the riots near the military district, there was a large crowd of people attempting to leave the city of Amon, scrambling to get to a small bottleneck to exit the city. At this point, the people who live outside Amon, just outside the safety of the city walls, now scramble and claw to get within the castle walls. The gates are open, funneling people through the bottleneck. Guards are ushering people through as fast as possible, but as hundreds of people try to press in, it has slowed to a halt where you are all standing, and even the Iman cavalry has ended at the back, their horses stamping and prodding at the ground in fear as they wait for this crowd to make it through the gate.
All right, great session, everybody. Good night.
Good work. Did it. Like the cast 9th level Calm the Fuck Down Planet.
Is anything coming towards us, like from the battlefield?
As you turn around, it looks like the retreating orc army has disappeared into the Umber Hills, and there does not appear to be... The only thing that you can see are the back of two stone giants walking away a couple miles away from you, still lumbering in the distance, but retreating.
Yeah, you better run.
George Douglas. Vale.
They turn around suddenly.
Yeah, so what? We don't have to be afraid of scum like you.
Oh my word.
We are, but we don't have to be.
And there's a lot of people trying to get into the gate, right?
That is correct.
Is it just that they're not are they checking people, or like from what I can see?
Oh no, they're going through. It's just the gate. The gate is probably about maybe 3 cart widths wide, and
Okay.
with over maybe 300 people out here trying to squeeze through. It's like a convention, and people trying to get through the main gates. It just bottlenecks.
Okay. I mean, we can always walk around the city and go to Grayskull Keep instead of trying to get into
That's
the
what I
city.
figured we were going to do.
And at this point, I would like Xavier to make a perception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Cass is on the roof. She's trying to take us out.
Don't say
Let her try.
15.
Give me a reason.
15. Okay, that's a little low from what I was expecting. So something is nagging at. Just for Xavier, something's kind of nagging at the back of your mind.
He's had a rough day.
He has.
I almost died.
Almost a like something's missing that you are used to having, but you're not sure what it is.
Beak, the most important member of the party.
Mm-mm.
I would agree.
All right, so we're gonna go around then, and just not bother with this.
I mean, there's not any way for us to expedite it or do anything, so yeah.
I mean, I've already proven that wrong by calling down an army of barbarians, but let's not do that again.
Let's not call giant
Agreed.
barbarians.
I think that might add more panic.
Yeah.
Come on, it could be fun.
It'd be funny though.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
that was divine intervention, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I don't think that can't be used this week, right? After a success.
I think month, but you're right.
Yeah. As interesting as that would make things.
I'm gonna
I
grab
think
my
that would
book.
cause more hurt than help. So, return to the keep then?
I'm already 30 feet towards it.
Yeah, let's head towards the keep.
30 feet? What are you, a tall halfling?
I'm just not waiting on any of you.
I
All
think
right.
you meant 25 feet.
So,
Okay, so to the
the
keep.
party's
Yeah.
so the party goes toward Grayskull Keep. The outside of the city seems quiet on this side. Up on the various buttresses and parapets of the city walls, you do see a lot larger of a guard presence now, with a constant eye on the eastern front. As you pass below, though, they don't seem to bear you any mind as you pass. As you approach Grayskull Keep, in the distance, you do see a figure lumbering toward Grayskull Keep.
Is it like
with
a
a-
big figure?
It is a big figure,
They're lumbering.
probably about 10 feet tall. As you approach, you see this kind of mechanical, mech-looking contraption that is moving one foot in front of the other very slowly.
Do I recognize this thing?
As you get closer to the keep and you see this automaton approaching, you recognize parts of it. This
Oh no.
is the
Oh,
stone.
no.
This is the stone defender that you
The-
left
shit.
with Oliver, who he had been
Fucking Oliver.
deconstructing. Now it is adorned in solid steel exterior plate mail with opal and mother of pearl inlays along it. And instead of two shields,
Fucking Oliver.
instead of two shields, you see both of its arms have been replaced with massive cannons.
Sounds like an improvement to
my
me.
God. Great. Can I like run up and like yell stop at it or something like
Unless Oliver's
Are
a
you-
traitor too and he's sent to take out Grayskull.
shut up?
You run up to the automaton, you stop in front of it, you yell out,
Hold,
stop.
stop.
Now I'm trying to remember, did you turn over complete control to it? For
I
him?
did not. No, and I didn't give it to Oliver. I gave it to Percival.
Not Percival.
The other one.
One of the
Julius.
brothers.
Yeah, the
I
alright one.
didn't. No. Julius and Alton are the twins, and they were with Cass and Grayskull.
Are you sure?
Oliver was trying to steal the automaton, and I told Percy,
Who was the cool
keep
one?
it here. Yes, he was the guard.
No,
Told him, keep
no,
it
it was
here
definitely
to
Julius.
protect White.
It was definitely
No.
Julius.
That was definitely
Was it
Julius.
It was.
No, because Julius and Alton are the twins.
Well, then you goofed up your family history.
No, I didn't. Wait, let me double check. Hang on. That's so long.
Hang on. Yeah. Oh wait.
Hey, Cal.
Wait, no,
no.
she's right. No, she's right. Percival the Third, younger by 2 years.
I
Percival the
disagree.
Fourth. Percival the Fourth.
Wait, who? But no, he wasn't the cool one.
Yeah.
Julius was definitely the cool one.
Yeah, Julius was the cool one.
Anyway,
We can change names around.
I think I called him Julius for the longest time.
Oh well, if that's the case, then yeah.
Okay, then we'll just make Percival the twins. Percival and Alton the twins, and then Julius. There, fine,
God,
done,
this family's
deal.
so messed up.
Hang on, now I gotta grab my actual notes.
This is how
and-
Star Wars got started. One
pretty sure
family
it is. Cal.
screwing over the entire.
No, yeah, no. It's Percival's. Yeah, Percival is.
Hey,
the...
Cal.
Yeah.
I sent you a message.
Ooh.
Oh, the last time I checked, you were the horse.
What?
what?
He
I
had
didn't
wild
know
shaped
you-
into a horse.
I am
Yeah.
a horse, apparently.
Yeah, you were a horse. They needed,
I
they
don't
needed-
remember
they
this.
needed a steed to get to the front line, so I volunteered you to turn into a horse. I'm sorry.
Druid problems.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing that happened.
Yeah,
Hang on, I'm
I
reading.
don't want to be a horse.
we don't have to argue about. Let's just.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, you gave it to your brother, who is not the younger of the twins.
Not Oliver.
And
Not
Oliver. So yeah, the automaton does not stop when you say stop. It just continues mindlessly stepping forward.
Do I see Oliver or any of his company near us?
Nope.
So it
Fucking
looks
Oliver.
more decorated now, right?
Oh, it is gaudy.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no way to talk. Fucking Oliver.
So like,
I race to Grayskull Keep.
so it
What
was
was that?
like, it
Can
was
I
like
not be a
here-
horse anymore?
Yeah.
What was that, Fail?
It was like here initially. This would be nicer. This is where it is now.
Before
Wait,
it,
wow.
Always
before it looked, when Percival made it, when Percival Frederickstein von Musakolowski de Rollo made it,
nice. The third.
no, the first, the original Percy, or oh yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
it's the third, isn't it?
Yeah.
My brain shut off there for a second. It's been a while. Look, guys, I haven't done this in 3 months. Okay, give me a break. There's so many names.
You have baby brain.
I have dad brain.
Yeah.
When he made it, it was utilitarian. It was steampunk. It was very brass rivets. It was actually the shields were made out of white stone, like the actual white stone, for its magical properties that it uses to absorb and reflect magic. Now that Oliver has had his
Grubby
hand
little fingers.
his hand in its design, it is ornate. This has gone from a muscle car to Ferrari, or not? Yeah, to a Viper or a Ferrari.
Fucking Oliver. I race to Grayskull Keep.
Okay. And I assume the rest of the party follows. So as you all
Yep.
rush,
I don't want to be a horse anymore.
Sapala unwild shapes from being a horse
Thank you.
as you race to the keep. I'm trying to remember what bloody time of day it was. I think it's getting close to nighttime, isn't it?
We've had a long day.
It has been a long day. One of those days that last.
You want to let the crazy people run ahead? I really don't want to be in the middle of a yelling match between Elena and Oliver.
I
I
don't
need to
want to
turn
be
up.
between it, but I want to be in eyesight.
Hang on, I need to turn up AJ's volume.
She wants to
Oh,
get
am I not
popcorn
loud
and
enough?
watch it.
No, I turned you down earlier.
Oh, turned down for what? Do, 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 do.
Oh my gosh.
AJ and I
Alright,
had
good
the
game,
right
everyone.
mind.
We've been away from each other for
Rock
too
falls,
long.
everyone dies.
Yep.
All right.
We've
So
been
I
away from
need
each
to
other for too
know-
long.
I need to know.
Where's that asshole?
I need to know who's going to be entering Grayskull Keep first.
Definitely Elena. Just...
Hang on. I need to.
Okay, that veil is a challenge.
Oh no, I've seen what happens when Elena goes first. Many times. There is wisdom in letting her go first.
Yeah.
The door, the archer.
All right, let's see. All right, Elena's entering first. Who's behind Elena?
All right, I'll go second.
I'm behind Vale.
I'm with Glaive.
Well, Doris is also in the
Whatever
back with
craziness
Clay.
ensues.
And then 3 in the back.
Taking their time.
Where is that fucker?
I really hate that I have like perfect character portraits for all of you on here, but Glaive is just the shoulders and head. All right, so that's just from my brain.
Is this
So-
where I slide Elena the cursed gun?
Use it. Use it on Oliver.
All right, hang on. a
You all
moment.
heard that, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I have enough.
I don't know.
to
Maybe we
this.
should think about the ramifications for this.
Later.
Nope. He stole my automaton. Little asshole can't keep his fingers off of my things.
Sorry, Oliver. It's only a little personal.
Hang on,
But I
I'll
have
be right back.
permission.
I need another book. Hang on.
It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
But I
I
have
don't
permission.
know if I'm comfortable with assassinating your brother.
It's not assassination.
Oh, we're
it's-
not assassinating.
it's just
Yeah,
murder.
it's-
Right up to his face.
I-
Cold
It's
hard
blatant.
murder.
It's blatant.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
murder.
like him, but killing a leader of a city place
Fine, I'll become queen.
Oh,
is
then
probably not a good idea.
again. Then again.
Let's
I knew
just
that
put
would change
Julius
your
on the
mind.
throne.
Agreed.
Okay.
You mean Percy?
He's clearly the most fit. No, Julius, the cool one.
The nice one.
Elena,
Okay.
Elena, make a perception check.
I'm
Oh,
terrified
where
right
did
now.
this guy go?
It's fine. Cass has just rigged Grayskull to explode.
Elena
Oh,
gets a
Where the
face
heck
full
is
of
this?
gunpowder.
Right. You said perception?
I sure did.
Okay, let me pull up. It's been so long. I don't remember my.
What screen do you guys see up right now?
I'm on.
23.
With
What do I
stuff.
see with my special eyes?
All right. As you come in, Grayskull Keep is empty. There is no movement. But then, as you enter the main courtyard, the center courtyard sort of area, the guards that you're used to seeing kind of appear on the walls above you, as if they are sitting down below the wall, and then they saw you come in and stood up suddenly. All
Do I
around.
see a guard? Do I? Am I in and they're like now like, oh shit, the boss is here type of thing?
That would be an insight check.
Probably.
Can I insight check
knowing
that?
these guys.
Yeah, let's insight check that. Let's get some dice rolls. First dice roll of the new season.
Well, not really.
26.
No, there's something kind of there is definitely something hasty about their opinion, but not quite bosses here, more like they got caught doing something.
Oh, they got the good stuff up there.
I
Is there
swear
a
if it's
guard near
agony,
me that I can
I'ma
like
kill
point at
someone.
and tell him to come here?
Yes, there is.
Point.
heard-
Point
I
and
heard
click.
2 people talking, and all
Get
I
here.
caught out of it was someone throw a dagger at them. Is that? Did no one say that?
No one
No.
said that.
Okay.
Okay. Has
All
he,
right, so,
has the guard arrived?
So the guard kind of walks over towards you. Make another perception check.
That's an 18.
What should the DC on this be? Reading. Let's make it that. You said 18?
Yeah.
Okay. As he approaches, you notice that he's kind of. What's the word I should use to describe this?
Stone, drugged, drunk.
He looks
Scared.
fine. He looks fine.
As a kite.
Everything about his appearance is perfect. Everything's perfect to a T. I'll tell you what you notice during the conversation here, because you'll notice it during the conversation. He seems like everything's too normal. As he comes up to you, oh, hello, Lady DeRollo. How can I help you?
Why were you all sitting and not watching the surrounding areas?
We were watching. It was just difficult to see. We're trying to peer over the walls to see below on the other side. So we were leaning across.
Did you not hear the war horns? You were not prepared if Grayskull was attacked.
We did. That's why we were looking over the walls.
Do you not see the random automaton coming at Grayskull with 2 cannons?
Now you see him get a little nervous.
Or us?
He turns toward the wall that you kind of gestured toward, and it is at this point that your 18 notices there is a. How should I describe this?
With words.
That's a good idea. I
don't
was
know.
gonna give you a picture, I guess.
Could be
but,
dangerous. We want a word picture, Cal.
There is a very thin, almost like a strand of spider silk that is connected to his back as he turns. You see it leaving his body and going toward the wall of Iman.
Hold on. Peggy's currently incapacitated.
I see that.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound like you're 30 feet away from.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'll turn you up.
My headphones died on me, okay?
Where'd you lose me?
Right after I asked the question about the automaton, if they saw it.
Okay. You see him get visibly nervous. He turns away from you and kind of looks in that direction that you gestured that the automaton was coming from. And this is where your 18 perception comes into play. As he turns, you notice that just at the base of his neck, coming out of his back, you see a very thin, almost like spider silk, strand of silver that leaves his body, goes toward the wall like being connected to a web that goes up over the wall and then out of sight. It glints briefly in the sunset, and then he turns back to you. I should rouse everyone to prepare for an assault then?
That's Oliver's automaton. Well, it was my automaton. Now it is Oliver's.
Hang on
Have you
one
seen
moment.
him?
Sorry, say that again?
I was good. It's my automaton. Now it's Oliver's. Have you seen him?
Oliver, no, I haven't seen Oliver anywhere.
Okay, just prepare for an attack if it does anything weird.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any other staff here?
Yes, everyone should be here. Are you all right?
I'm fine. You go back to your post.
He kind of just turns and walks back toward the post, and you get a better look at this strand as he turns around. It's almost viscous. Like you can see that it's more than just silk. It's got consistency of maybe mucus to it.
Okay, all right. Has Vale walked up yet?
Yep, Vale's now entering the keep at this point.
Let me guess. I didn't see anything.
Make a perception check.
I was saying that to Elena.
Oh, gotcha.
Nope, they were sitting when I walked up. And there's this weird
Shocking.
there's this weird spider silk thing coming from the guards' necks and leading outside.
Elena, I need you to make a oh shoot, what is that? Hang on. I need you to make a saving throw, and I have the wrong book in front of me.
Off to a good start.
Oh, good lord, where's my book? Player handbook. There it is. Too many books, not enough time.
Let me know what I'm rolling.
I will let you know what you're rolling as soon as I remember my alphabet.
Let's get to rolling.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Is it a charm effect?
Is it?
How do you know if something's a charm effect?
It often says
says-
it charms the creature.
Oh yeah, it is a charm effect.
So I have advantage against
Yep.
that? That is a 15.
Okay. Suddenly, Elena, you were mistaken. You didn't see anything out of the ordinary about the guards.
Is that before or after she told me?
Just after.
Yeah, no, they didn't see anything.
And Elena, suddenly you have the urge that you should probably let everyone in the castle rest. You should just go back to Amon.
All right, yeah. Oliver's not here. I think we should go back to Amon. Everyone needs to rest after the battle.
Amon's kind of a shit show right now.
Yeah.
Plus, I think we had a couple questions for some of the guests here.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Elena, at that point, hold on, let me keep reading.
And he's on drugs again.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
I know you don't.
Do any of us?
I did all right.
Eh.
Lot of reading. Man, wasn't expecting this. Let me see.
That's never good when he says that.
Elena, you're going to try to smack Vale.
Okay.
Heh, heh.
Right, let's do this.
Not
Like
totally
an
out of
unarmed
character.
strike?
Like an unarmed strike.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, because it's your plus strength, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 7.
You
No, wait. It's an 11. Sorry.
Not even close.
At this point, the
Don't
rest of the
say
party has
things.
come up.
Can I use preternatural counter?
You can.
What is this?
Rather than making an attack, can I like turn it into like an arm bar?
Sure.
That's a grapple.
Oh shit. This is a poor decision.
On my part or your part?
I guess I'm grappling you.
Okay, alright. So I have to do a strength test?
Athletics or acrobatics. Though I think I know which one you're gonna pick.
Cal, I see you.
The hell was a noise.
That was
I
a
got
great noise.
I got a 16.
What was it?
16.
Yeah, 15.
So you attempt to
I have to
armbar
roll
her, and she.
athletics.
Oh, I thought you did. Yeah. So she wrestles out of it. Does that count as taking damage? That does not count as taking damage.
No damage was dealt.
Yeah. The rest of the party, you
Look,
watch.
we've all had a long day, okay?
You watch as Elena pulls out her. The rest of the party, you all watch as Elena pulls out her bow, draws it, and attempts to fire it at Sapala.
What? No!
Oh, mistakes were made.
Can I do a thing?
Oh my god, I got a 1. I got a 1. I got a 1. I got a 1.
So she goes to fire the arrow, and it just widely misses, completely off to the side.
Can it look like at least I'm trying to fight what's going on? Like,
Everyone you watch as Elena looks incredibly angry, and just has a almost red glow to her eyes, just with fury. Not like a legitimate red glow, but just that she wants to kill everyone here.
Can I try and stun her?
You can try.
What the heck?
I would like to try to stun.
I would like to act after Vale.
Okay.
Damn.
Say
I'm just
there.
in shock
what's,
right now.
What's your AC?
that's a 17.
What is it?
17.
17? I rolled an 18.
Question: would I use my shield?
You would. Yes.
So that's 2 to my AC then?
Can she use her shield while she's wielding her bow? Which is a two-handed weapon?
Well, it's a magic.
Well, it's magic shield.
It's the shield bracer that we got. Like,
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it still have charges even?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does, because I haven't used
So yeah,
it.
you use your shield. Does it still hit Vale?
Oh, no.
+2.
No.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to stun her, and her bracers activate, pushing you off.
Shield
Blaze,
is
you were
plus
up
5.
next.
I have a second attack.
Oh, it's +5.
Can I do that? Or
Let's. We're not going in
Okay.
actual combat turns
Sure.
here. We're going in reactions kind of turn.
Okay.
If it progresses after this, we'll roll initiative.
God, I don't like this.
Does Elena wear jewelry?
Well, she did, but she doesn't now.
you just used
Issue.
a bracelet.
I
She
did. I
did.
do have bracers. And that's one.
Bracer.
Heat metal.
Oh. Oh no.
All right.
How?
You roll the damage. Elena, roll me another Wisdom saving throw.
That's so much meaner than what I was doing.
She took a shot at Sapala.
Never mind. carry
Lessons will be learned.
on. As you were.
I got a 15 again.
Okay.
2d8 fire. Oh my.
These go hurt.
All right. Everyone, roll initiative.
Oh my god. I don't want to.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cleve just killed
That is 12 points of fire damage.
All right.
Did you say 12 points of fire damage?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
All right. We don't even need initiative.
I was
Aw, but I rolled well.
Good, I rolled bad.
I was at 11 points.
Oh my gosh. I
I
walk.
stop concentration.
I walk up
Um,
with my reaction. Cast life transference.
Why would you?
I'm full
What
What
health.
in the world just happened?
I'm full health. Shut up.
No. It's more like I just attacked people. Why are you bringing me back?
All right. How many hit points does she regain?
18. I take 18. She
Now
heals double
Xavier
that.
drops.
She heals double that. So
What are you at now, Zave?
36 is what she heals.
What are you at now?
I have to do math.
It'd be really funny if you dropped now. We'll just take turns.
69.
How are you at full?
Glaive cast heal on me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I was fully healed.
I'm assuming I'm at full because.
Yeah, you weren't
You-
really in the combat.
in the battle.
You were
Okay.
almost.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm
Great.
again.
Yeah, you're up at
Okay,
36 hit points.
so Elena, you awaken and your eyes unglaze over, and you have no idea what just transpired. Oh, actually, do you? Hold on, let me read the notes. Doesn't say. Yeah, you just remember everything that happened, but you have no idea why you weren't in control of your actions.
Are you calm now?
I don't know what the fudge just happened.
She was
Next
under.
time I'll just take the whole hand.
Did I make you mad?
I walk over, reach down, and smack Glaive beside the head. She was under a charm effect. Couldn't you see?
No, I mean,
She would never attack Sapala.
yeah, I could see her attacking me, but not Sapala.
She did though.
There was like silk, like spider silk from the guard's neck. I was trying to tell Vale that, and then I tried to slap Vale, and everything escalated from there.
I'd like to take a look for the guards.
They're all
Is it
just
still
standing
there?
there. They're all just standing there, kind of blankly watching.
Cool, I'm gonna go up and investigate.
What's there to do?
Oh man. Oh, of course, it's a premium asset.
Ooh.
Premium.
What? What just happened?
Nothing. We were just saying premium in a weird way.
I'm thinking of like premium sushi on like every anime.
Oh yeah.
Anime
Okay.
food is unfair.
So,
Right?
Has
Oh, I
anybody
know,
seen
yeah.
Fruits Baskets?
Yes.
I've seen a basket of fruits.
Too.
I'm thinking of the scene where they're talking about premium sushi.
Yes. Did you see all of the episodes? The new episodes? On
No.
Hulu? There's
Anyway, back to the story at hand here. Vale, what are
Sorry.
you looking at?
Apparently there's a stringy substance on someone's back.
the back of the neck.
As
I'm
you
looking for that.
as you walk up to one of the guards, he just kind of, can I help you?
Turn around.
No.
Do what he says.
Okay, drop your pants.
Gee.
Why?
Do what she says. Just do it.
No.
You're under a charm.
Just gonna grab him by the chin, just rotate.
Forcibly
Oh, okay.
rotate.
Vale,
Oh no.
you're gonna get swiped at.
Alright.
So as the guard is standing there, all of a sudden his arm, which was normal while you were standing there, suddenly turns practically translucent and morphs into like a shape of a claw. And that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. All right.
For a natural counter.
Okay.
This time I'm actually striking rather than grappling. A lot. 27.
That'll hit.
The one time I want to be a open hand monk, so I can just knock him to the ground.
Open hand monks are so nice.
Ideally, if I can do that anyway, that would be cool. But
No.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. As you smash your fist into his chest, his entire chest concaves, and you feel this slurp as his entire body is made of this kind of wet, ooze-like material.
Normal
As you
guards
pull-
don't go slurp.
As you pull your hand back out of it, it seems to, like, you dealt damage to it. It doesn't seem to be holding its form well now. But its entire face seems to kind of morph and fall apart
Morch.
as it's standing in front of you. Uh,
I like that word.
everyone roll
Morsh.
initiative.
To be
And,
fair, I don't know if the guards were like this before. Presumably not, but I don't actually know.
All right, everyone's gonna laugh at me again.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
Ignore the crabs.
They're crabs.
Things you don't want to hear on a first date.
I don't know.
Elena, you're there in the middle, and everyone else just at the entrance way. You would have to pass the red area to enter into the keep to see where everyone is here.
Why do I keep logging out of Roll20?
Because you are a fool. All right, hang on. There's that. I need to roll. Oh, that's crap.
There we go. Can you cooperate?
Oh, the rest doesn't remember how to play himself.
I gotta.
Hang on. You know how I handle it. So I gotta roll. What's that? What's that? What is that? 9? Okay, 25 to 20.
I got a 23.
A piece of paper. Sure. 23 goes to Elena. 22, 15?
19.
18.
I got 15. Oh, sorry.
So that was 18. Do me a favor. AJ, roll again. This is a straight number. You're competing against me. Just see who gets a different number. I got 17.
Ah, get dunked on. 19.
All right.
Aggressive initiative rolls.
I'm anxious.
Competitive initiative rolling.
And then
Fourth monkey.
Sipala. All right, 15 to 10.
11.
10.
I got 15. I don't know if you got that.
Yep, I got you.
Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot to put. You had 10, Xavier. You said.
Yes.
Okay, there's that. Cool. All right. So, starting at the top of the list right here, Elena, right in front of you, the guard that you'd been talking to that had just turned around, suddenly turns around seeing what Vale had done, and you kind of see that string that was on the back of its neck tighten and pull in the direction of that guard. And it is your go.
Yeah, can I whip out my dagger and cut the string?
You can certainly try.
Okay, that's what I want to do. Don't fail me now, Wormwood. Don't fail me now. To hit.
All right, I need someone. I need a rule lawyer.
Okay.
Can I read something to you and you tell me what this means?
Okay.
The slimy tether is immune to damage, but it is severed if there is no opening at least 1 inch wide between the strand and what it's connected to. So does that mean you can't cut it?
Can you
I have a magical dagger.
like can you read it again?
The slimy tether is immune to damage, but it is severed if there is no opening at least 1 inch wide between the main body and what it is connected to.
So I mean I know what it is.
Yeah, I know you do.
Um,
I'm sure you do.
this was made by a child. Yeah,
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
think
This creature is
I
made by a
remember this now.
child.
Didn't we already fight this?
No,
Yes.
did we?
Ah.
I would say it. Well, obviously it can't be damaged, but if there was some way to make the hole smaller to where it can't connect, it technically would disconnect. So if the
Okay, so the way I'm going to interpret this is like you go to cut it and it just morphs around your dagger. You would have to find a way of closing the gap
Keeping
and
it
not
separate.
allow it and keeping it separate. So you slash at the strand and it just reattached itself immediately.
yeah, so
Okay.
so if like you can like magically like shift the hole close and squish it, it would disconnect.
Gross.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you're gonna do on your turn, Elena?
I mean, no, I don't know what else to do.
Are you okay, Elena?
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Vale.
Well, I guess I'll do what I do best. Actually, real quick, can I see where this thing is going back to?
You can
The
attempt.
source? I would like to attempt.
Make a perception check.
Oh, God. Yeah. 10.
It looks like they're all connecting the guards. There's so many of them kind of intertangling through this courtyard here. It's kind of hard to tell where they go.
Are they all contained within the courtyard, or
It's hard to tell.
okay? Then I'm just gonna hit them.
All right, just hit them.
Or bonus action, flame veil. So I light up my hands,
Mhm.
and I will punch him in the face.
Punch him in the face.
29.
That'll hit.
Second attack, 20.
That'll hit.
Uh. 24 bludgeoning damage.
The guard in front of you just explodes over the wall that it's was facing. This kind of white, milky paste just across the wall. Not even a human feature in sight. Just everything just turns to paste.
So it's
I
not.
hadn't even gotten to the fire damage.
That's gross.
Oh,
That's
there
pretty
there was fire damage in that though.
Yeah.
As the fire takes effect on the substance, you see it almost like a phosphorus go and immediately like set completely ablaze.
I'm gonna count that as a win.
Okay. All right. You
And
can do anything
I will
else?
move up on whoever's next.
All right.
Or
So
whoever's
here's Xavier. Yours is done. Okay. Where are you gonna move to?
Am I looking at the crabs or the slimes?
The slimes. Like I said, ignore the crabs.
Why are there crabs?
It's a leftover.
Okay.
From what?
Why did crabs attack Greystone? Grayskull.
Oh, get up and oh god, too close. Oh, get up in that guy's face.
All right. So on their turn.
Oh no, they got Cal.
All right. So the one that Vale just came up toward. He's going to try to hit you with a thingamajigger. Was it
With
17?
disadvantage.
It's going to be the last now.
So I'm
13.
gonna do my thing. Yeah, it misses.
13 misses. That's its only action. The one on Elena is going to attempt to attack you. Ooh, that'll be a 20.
That hurts, yeah.
Where are all my dice? There are my dice. Elena, you take 300 d6.
I only have,
Again?
I only have 36 hit points.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage
I can take that.
and 4 points of psychic damage as its hand turns into this claw. It slashes you across the face, and you feel this white hot pulse through your mind. Okay, that's its turn. And now, what is their movement speed? 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 20. They all kind of start shambling toward Elena.
Oh.
Now it is. Oh crap! That was wrong.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry. I skipped AJ. AJ, you can go ahead and go.
Okay.
With
So-
advantage because the DM made a mistake.
Fair enough. Well, then we're going to use our action to try to figure out where in the world these
It's
strings-
Carmen Sandiego.
I deserve that
Haha.
to determine where they go.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
I am either going to try and perceivicate or investigate.
What's your higher?
Invest in okay.
Yep.
All right, investigate it.
Perception. My investigation is a 0. Jesus. Dar. Whew. 19 plus. Where'd it go? There it is. Plus 4. 23.
All right. So as you enter the kind of keep area proper, you see all these strands clinking in the sunset, and it just catches the light right where you can see they crisscross a bunch throughout the courtyard. It looks like these creatures were on patrol in here and moving around their slimy tendrils, creating almost a spider web throughout this entire yard. But they all coalesce at one point and enter the main home of Greyskull Keep.
That's probably fine.
Sapala,
Yes.
this way. You
Which-
guys keep
which
them
way?
busy out here. We got this. And I try to take Sapala by the hand and run in the direction of the strands.
I go with him.
Woo!
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I don't see why you couldn't do something like that. It just means that on Sapala's turn, she has to use her movement to match what you're been.
Well, the same height, so.
All right, Glaive. Anything else?
I think I can prep spiritual weapon and have it just follow me along because that's not a concentration, is it?
It is, I think.
Spiritual weapon
weapon.
starts with an S.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
It starts with the heart.
Oh, shush. It is not concentration. It just lasts for a minute, and it
Okay.
is really good.
Got it. All right. So next it's Sapala's turn. Sapala, you've used movement to follow with Glaive. Oh wait, I'm going to move you guys in the direction as you run past. What's your movement? 30.
20, I think.
Mine's 30.
All right, that's going to put you right next to this Oobleck.
I knew it!
I
Boy,
fought
I
this
just
in
slipped.
the Raven Queen's temple.
Ew.
I just slipped up there. Yeah, sure. So we we're there. Awkward silence.
It's not my turn. You said it's Apollo's turn.
Okay, yeah. Sapala, so what are you gonna do? Or are you gonna do anything, or just run with Glaive?
Flattered, but
What can I
No,
do?
our healer.
Because I had a plan, but now I don't have a plan.
You can always hold your action.
Yeah, I'll hold my action, but I just of my
Okay. You hold your action. What action are you going to be holding?
all
Your what?
I'll just say I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. So after your turn, it is Uldora's turn.
Uldoris is very confused. He doesn't understand what's going on. Let me see. All right, so how many of these guards are still standing?
You see.
So you said 4?
Mm-hmm.
And where are they on the map?
They're
the green goosey.
Green
Oh, are
goo.
they the green gluey? Glue?
Right, Cal, they're the green.
Yep, they are the green goo.
And I can, excuse me, I can see them from where I'm at currently, or at least a couple.
You can see the ones that are right there by Vale or by Elena and.
Right in the forefront there. Okay.
Yeah. Forgive my poor planning. I wasn't expecting you to beeline it to Grayskull Keep.
It's all
You
right.
said the city gates were clogged, so
I did.
I'm not gonna stand in line like it's an airport.
I am going to, seeing Vale unload on one of them.
No human.
I'm going to summon my pact weapon, and I am going to cast Eldritch Blast, I believe, from where I am. Were either of those two that are up front attacked already that I could see?
No, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one on the right.
Okay, shooting right over Glaive and Sapala's. This is going to get interesting.
What level are we now? 11?
11.
How many Eldritch Blasts do I get?
19.
3.
3. I'm up to 3. Oh, yeah.
Please don't do that again.
That creepy whistle thing.
First was a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Let's see. The first one is 11 points of damage.
Okay. You see its entire shoulder explode in that spray. It's still holding itself together, but
Okay.
barely.
Does a 15 hit?
That'll hit.
And that'll be 12 points. I'm sorry, not 12 points. 7 points of damage.
The second shot completely rips its torso off, and the entire thing just shatters. Its lower legs turning into almost like a jello and shimmer into the ground.
Okay, and I'll use my third Eldritch Blast at the one on the left. And that's a dirty.
Miss.
Darn.
Dirty
That'll hit. That'll hit. Roll the damage.
That is gonna be. Is that a 9 or a 6?
Age old
That is
question.
that. Based on the way every other one is facing, that is a 9. 14 points of damage.
Okay. So that one blasts it. You see it hit it right in the side of the head, which completely tears from the nose to the ear off, and you just see half a human face, the entire interior, like the inside of an ice cream cone.
Mm.
All right. Is
I'll
that your
grab a
turn?
snack.
Is that your turn, Eldora?
Yeah, but I'm gonna move as well. All right, I'll move to there.
Wait, which one did he take out?
I took out the one on the right and damaged the one on the left.
He took out this one and damaged this one.
Yes.
Okay. At this point,
Oh, I turn around. What is the as I'm running forward, I look back. What is the giant automaton?
it is walking. It is attempting to walk toward the castle, but it appears to be stuck on a and is kind of walking in place,
Oh my god.
trying to
I'm
move
sorry, it's stuck on what?
on a boulder. But it's like World of Warcraft, like just walking in place, trying to go somewhere but can't, creating a bit of a divot in the ground.
Oh yeah, I would imagine so.
At this point, you hear, all of you, a very strange sound.
Did you play that noise?
That is pretty strange.
Did you pre-record that?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
And
Either way, it was amazing.
Yeah.
from the tops of the wall on Greyskull Keep, you see two strange claws come over the edge of the wall as a creature pulls itself up where the guards had been standing on the walls. You see what looks like two almost four almost frog-like legs attached to a disembodied brain.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
The sound emanates again, and it
Kill it.
leaps down off the wall as four others come off
Oh boy.
around. This one is going to run directly at Sipala. This one, what is their movement speed? 30.
He tricked us.
5,
He
10,
told us to ignore the
15,
crabs,
20,
but they're
25.
attacking.
The crabs are attacking. 30. This, damn size. This one's in front of Vale. 5,
He said to
10,
ignore them.
15, 20, 20. Oh, nope, there's one more. 10, 15.
It's more
Okay,
of,
cool.
you're not supposed to see those yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I was hurt. Okay, so the first one is going to attack.
The one that just went for Sapala,
Mhm.
did it come within 10 feet of?
I will say, unfortunately, yeah, sure, why not?
All right, I'm going to attack it.
Okay, roll to hit.
25.
20 what?
25.
That'll hit. Damage.
Let me see. trying to remember. Yeah. 11 points.
Okay, 11 points of damage. And how'd you attack it?
With my scythe.
All right, so you whip out your scythe and slash at it. It cuts into the brain, and you see this almost purplish liquid kind of ooze out. But unabated, it continues towards Sapala. Sapala, it is going to first slash at you with its claws.
All right.
That's only going to be an 8 to hit.
No.
But next, I need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
22.
Okay. As it slashes at you, you get this pulse through your noggin, this brain, almost like a headache. But you manage to force your way through it to push on, and it passes. As the next one attacks Glaive with its claws. Boy, I'm rolling crap for night. You are going into the dice jail. That's going to be a 9 to hit.
No. Oh, no.
Who's a good dice? You're a good dice. But I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, but of course.
Oh, who's a good dice? Oh, yours a good dice.
Guys,
That is a 15 on the dice because I have no mod.
That's exactly what you needed. So
Ah.
you as well feel a pulse through your mind. You almost struggle for a moment as you feel mind slipping, but you push back into reality. The other one that is right in front of you is going to attack as well. That's a little bit better. 15.
No.
No, all right. Intelligence saving throw.
I am tank. I have 22 AC. No touchy.
Hey.
Intelligence saving throw.
That's a 16.
And again, you fight off the pulse.
No brain
Oh.
touchy either.
Elena, you are going to get attacked. That is a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Gonna roll some damage.
Oh, I like 25 points, bro.
That'll be 6 points of slashing damage. And I need an intelligence saving throw.
That's great, because Atlanta doesn't have a whole lot of that.
How do I have... I did.
16. Sorry.
16. All right, you feel a wave of energy go through your mind, but for fighting for your family and to regain Grayskull Keep, you struggle on through. Vale!
I can't wait to be the first one to fail this saving throw.
We
16
believe
to
in
hit.
you.
Miss.
And roll an intelligence saving throw.
Wow, it happens on a miss.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. 14.
Is it really?
No, it's worse. 11.
All right.
I'm assuming it is not a charm effect.
It is
Correct.
not.
Oh well.
All right, hold on. You take 13 points of psychic damage.
Ow.
And
Yeesh.
what is your intelligence score?
14. How much damage was it? 13?
13, yep.
Ow.
And
No.
Vale, you feel that pulse that everyone else felt go through your mind. You watched as these creatures attacked, and you saw them kind of waver and stand for a moment and almost fall. When it hits you, you feel everything go numb. You feel your body completely leave from your brain, and everything just shuts off. And at the last possible second, you manage to will yourself back into your body, back into the moment, and you're okay. You're in the fight still.
But
Nope, that's it.
Next time.
That's it. And I think that's All of them have gone. All right. So that means it is now Xavier's turn.
Ah, yes, great. God, one fireball and I'll be over.
Do it.
I have this prepared, so I will take out one of the Solaris feathers.
Mhm.
Wave it quickly in the air and cast, and I disappear as I cast Steel Wind Strike.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
And
Frodo.
one second.
Xavier just nopes.
Damn, that one's. Oh well, I'm gonna move forward, just enough to where I can get all 5 of them. Because that should get me. Yeah, that's close enough to that crab. Fuck this crab.
Oh.
All right, so so I'm gonna go from bottom up. So Veils will be number 5. So it'll be the one
Okay.
next to Eldoris is 1. Then the one right next to me is 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Gotcha.
So the first one, that's a natural 1. So I missed that one. But the second one,
That's all right. It's just our brains, Xavier.
I'm sorry, I forgot what my plus was. 21 for the one.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right. And then the next one up. More than 21.
That'll hit.
18.
That'll hit.
All right. So then the fifth one, natural 20 on the fifth one.
Miss.
Damn it! So I missed the first one. So the first 3, I forgot how much this does. I think it's 60-10. Yeah, 60-10. I don't have a lot of D10s. Alright, so for the number 2, which is right next to me. 8. 32 points of damage for the one right next to me. Force damage. And then for-
Okay. That brain splats.
Then the one up from that. $33 points of damage for that one.
Splat.
Oops. One, 7, 30, 38 for that one.
That one survives.
Oh, that one survives.
I'm kidding.
Then the big one. My brain is blanking on numbers right now. 17.
Do you get attacks of opportunity when you pass everything, by the way?
It's a teleport. And then 84 points of damage for the last one.
Holy crap!
That
The
was
last one
Calm
just
down.
the last one just ceases to exist.
You just
It
killed its ancestors.
Implodes on itself.
And no,
You
it just
don't
blinks.
even
It's
hit it.
just completely gone.
You don't even hit it. It just decides to quit reality.
all right. And then,
It's like, no.
and then as part of the spell, I teleport right here. Hi, Vale.
So this goo is this goo still here?
Yes.
Yes.
And this
All-
goo is gone.
Nope.
Is-
Nope. That goo is still there.
No, I
Could
killed
you
that
explain
one.
to me why I'm covered in gray matter?
Oh, yes, you're right. You did. Yes.
I looked on my blade. I kind of killed it. Just
That didn't answer my question.
I hit it really hard.
All right. Back to Elena's turn.
Alright, so gonna I guess stabby this dude.
Okay.
Stabby.
No, those are the guys with the
Those guys, what?
stabby stabbers.
Yeah.
Don't say their names.
That
No.
That was really loud.
That'll hit.
Also, can I get sneak
It was
attack
really good.
because I'm near allies?
Yeah. I need to get some water. Is what I need to get.
Hydrate or dehydrate, man.
Zydrate comes in a little glass vial.
Uh-huh.
Uh, 12 hit points. And then I want to attack it again.
Hang on.
Math. Peg.
What?
Matthew's listening.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Mateo.
Okay, yeah, did 12 points of damage to it.
Okay.
I rolled to hit it again. I got a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Thirteen more points of damage.
All right. As your arrows through the.
Because I'm within melee range.
Oh, okay. So you slash, and you see its body kind of twist into two different halves, and it kind of tries to reform itself, and then just kind of splooshes into the ground.
splooshes.
Splooshes.
Sploosh.
Vale, it is your turn.
Oh, geez, I just stuffed a block of fudge into my mouth.
Well, that'll learn you.
I can have the intellect devour go again if you want.
No, because the only one standing is by me.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, I will attempt to finish this blobby blob
Okay. Okay.
with many attacks
Vale casts fist.
repeatedly. I gotta say, I missed having this many attacks. 26. the first attack.
That'll hit.
Same. I have also missed having this many
Ooh,
attacks.
natural 1 for the second.
That'll miss, and you accidentally punch Xavier.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Oh, he walked away.
That's
Well, it's not fun anymore. I don't think I can do it on the first hit, but
I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, actually, too.
me?
Yep.
Before or after the attack?
After the attack.
Math. 13 bludgeoning,
Okay.
4 fire.
Is that 17 total?
Yes.
Okay.
Suddenly had to do additional math.
As you punch into it, it begins to kind of emit this shriek as the fire seems to catch on through the body. It's not dead. You go to punch it a second time and make your dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit. Can't just hit. Can't. 26.
All right, you slip on a bit of the slime and almost fall flat on your face, but you manage to catch yourself.
I'm pretty agile. All right. How's it looking?
Like it's
Slimy.
98% on fire and screaming.
Perfect. I'll hit it again.
Okay.
22.
That'll hit. And with that hit, it just bursts into flames and absolutely immolates in front of you. Like a trail of gunpowder going off, smoke and the smell of the thing cooking. It's like burnt glue.
Delicious.
Ooh.
Excellent.
All right. That brings us to AJ's turn. I didn't forget you this.
Hey, I'm so happy about that. I have no visual on the map, so what do I have near me?
So behind you, there is an intellect devourer. In front of you, there is one more Oobleck, and that is it. And the one that's in front of you is about 15 yards diagonally to the right.
Okay, so my spiritual weapon is going to whap really hard on the intellect devour. So I proceed with the whappening.
Okay, whap it.
The weaponing.
By the way, what is your spiritual?
Didn't think about that.
These are important things we need to know.
I'm just gonna go with a giant hand, so it looks like I'm smacking everything.
Okay.
I like it.
Big B's hand.
Glaive's hand of no. Sorry. 24.
To hit, that'll hit.
All right. Intellect devour takes 2d8 plus mod. 14 radiant.
Okay, and the hand goes down. You see it go completely flat against the ground, and then when it comes up, it is stuck to like the bottom of the hand, like a bug on a shoe, and it just kind of slurps
Ugh.
off. Slurp is my word of the
Gross.
evening.
You need a Slurpee.
I really would love a Slurpee right now.
That has popsicles.
That, hilariously enough, is a bonus action. So that Ublex thing on the other side is going to get a face full of Guiding Bolt.
Okay, that's fire, right?
No, that's Radiant.
Okay.
Hiya. Oh,
Heading
don't
bolt
go.
up the butt.
15 plus 8.
That'll hit.
All right. It's a level 1 spell, so it's 2d6. Where did the other one go? Whatever. 4d6. Here we go.
46.
Yeah, Guiding Bolt is a level 1 spell with 4d6. All right. That.
Can I get that as a paladin?
15 points of radiant damage, and the next attack on it has advantage.
No.
What?
It's not a paladin spell.
Oh.
I'm just negating your damage. Don't worry.
I was like, what?
Just no.
Just no. All right. Okay. At the end of your turn there, or not the end of your turn. Your turn is over. It's now on to the Oobleck. It is going to just mindlessly come forward and attack you, which, judging by my track record on rolling tonight, I have been not well.
Did I get the first
Oh,
one?
hey. 23. No, I'm sorry,
See?
24. 24.
I need the shield spell.
You know, you
Yeah,
you weren't the first. Elena was.
Oh, that's right.
All right. So you take 6 points of bludgeoning
Ow,
and
my emotions.
4 points of psychic. So 10 total.
Phone
I
will
need-
cooperate.
And I need you to
4
make an
points.
intelligence saving throw.
Fantastic. Liv is well renowned for his intelligence.
I think Glaive is smart.
I don't. You rolled a 9.
So wait, this is the slimy thing that's attacking.
You don't know. So Glaive, you take 14 points of psychic damage. And what is your intelligence score? Anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
AJ, what's your intelligence score?
AJ?
AJ. Did he disconnect?
More importantly, what's Glaive's intelligence score? We've
Well, he
lost.
started in the No, he's here.
AJ.
I see that he's trying to talk, but
Yeah.
nothing's coming through.
Message us, AJ.
Sorry, I meant to mute myself.
Nope. There he goes. Ah, he's back.
Ah!
There you go.
Ah.
AJ,
There he
what's your
is.
intelligence score?
10.
Gotcha.
Oof.
AJ, you feel a wave of energy pass through your body once more. This time, the pain is excruciating. Your eyes fade, and your last thought is, if only I could help chocolate ice cream, and everything goes black.
What is he getting hit by?
Is this the
As everyone
Oobleck?
else, you see Glaive just stand suddenly perfectly still in the middle of the battlefield, bolt upright. Glaive, your intelligence score has been reduced to 0.
He's catatonic.
And you are stunned for the time being.
That's probably.
See ya.
Oh no, you don't even know words. Anyway, so that puts us to Sapala's turn.
Okay. So there's only that one left. That was
There's only that one that you can see left. Yep.
okay. I am going to cast on it.
You're gonna cast what?
Moonbeam.
Okay.
Not call lightning.
No, Moonbeam.
We're indoors.
Are we?
We're in a courtyard.
No, you're in a courtyard.
Say.
Never mind.
The sky is above us, Xavier.
And I'm going to cast it at
Sixth level.
5th level.
Okay.
Oof.
She is not.
So
I'll leave a mark.
it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. And if it fails, it only takes 2d10 radiant damage. But if it passes, then it takes 4d10.
I think you have that backwards. If it fails, it takes 4.
No, yes. If it fails, it takes 4d10. If it passes, wait, no.
It just takes
the number
half
of
damage.
dice, it just gets halved. If it's
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be 11.
It fails.
Okay.
So 4d10.
Is stunned different than incapacitated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. Stunned has incapacitated in
So-
its effects.
Okay, cool.
Kayla, you cast that at 5th O, right?
Yes.
That's 5d10.
More damage.
Because it goes up by a d10 above every slot you cast above 2nd
Oh
level.
God.
So
Okay,
it's-
that works too.
She's
So it's-
about to
I'm trying to.
annihilate
No
this.
prisoners.
Yeah, 5d10 radiant.
You are no longer speaking to kind Sapala.
How much damage did you do, Sapala?
Hold on.
I'd say that's a lot of d10s to roll.
Yeah, give me one moment.
Please hold. Map in progress.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm really confused.
What are you confused about?
That is confused is grave.
Well, I thought we killed all the intellect devourer.
No, we killed all the goo.
The map is showing differently.
I will state that it does look as though every intellect devourer that you can see is dead.
Oh shit.
It's Xavier. He's a traitor. That's why he's so smart. He steals it from other people. Thank you.
Oh gosh.
And I'm right next to you, Vale.
Ha, ha, sucker.
Shows you that he has any intelligence.
Exactly. He's an
Um,
intelligent sucker.
That is 32 points of damage.
It gets vaporized.
Boom.
Do
Oh.
not mess with Glade. Whoa.
I finally have enough dice where I can just roll them all together.
See,
Just
and you
let
were like,
loose.
no, I don't
It
want
makes
a
me
lot
so
of
happy.
You're like, I don't want a lot of dice. One set's fine.
At this point, it is Uldoris' turn.
Can Uldora see anything else coming at us?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That is a perception.
No, you can't see anything.
Am I able to tell that there's something wrong with Glade?
Just glancing at him, you do see that he's suddenly stiff as a board in the middle of the area here.
Okay. Let me see. I'm just checking over my divine soul stuff to see if I have anything that. Nope. I have nothing. Uldoris relaxes and turns to look at the automaton and then back to the group and
Okay. Xavier, it's your turn.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see anything else?
Make a perception check.
15.
15. And you're over by Vale, right?
Yes.
You...
I also have
you still, as the battle calms down around you, you kind of ease for a moment, and as the sounds kind of fill, you do hear a low sound still coming from somewhere nearby. Glancing toward, like where Glaive has stood stiff as a board, he's not more than 10 feet from the wall of the keep. You're not sure where the sound is emanating from, but it's somewhere in that vicinity.
Then I will walk back over here, back over towards that wall. So I'm next to, basically in that group of 4 there now. And I was like, I swear I hear something coming from the wall over here. I'm not quite sure though. I guess I'll just cantrips that'll help with this? I mean, I'll just... Damn. I'll firebolt the wall.
All right. Let's see. Where specifically in the wall? So, like, if you're looking at there's like a ground middle portion. It's attaching to the like portcullis, closer to the top stones. Where are you going to be attacking the wall?
Towards the bottom.
Towards the bottom. Okay. Do you have to roll to hit anything?
Do I?
Roll to hit.
24.
All right. As you cast Firebolt at the base of the wall, the bottom portion of the wall crumbles inward. You see that it was there was a very thin grating that had been covered over by moss and twigs and debris from the courtyard. You hear roll your damage.
Oh, I was like, I'm missing a D10. I rolled really high on that one. 21.
Oh, all right. You hear, and this purple liquid just kind of trickles out from where the grate had been.
I found it. I mean, that's my turn.
Okay. We can end the turn cycle now. Glaive is still standing, drooling in the middle of the courtyard.
Can I make in character? Can I make a history check, right? Or hello? Make a history check or anything to determine what both those creatures were?
Yeah, make a history. Yeah, what would this check be? Let me take a look.
Magical creatures or anything like that. So Arcana, history.
Make a survival check.
Okay.
I'm good at that.
Nope. Natural 1.
Natural 1. You've never heard of these.
Oh, fuck. What are these? They're so oozy.
Question.
Answer.
Since I have dealt with this I'm assuming this is the monster in the Raven Queen's temple, correct?
It's very similar. It's not as strong as the one. These that you were fighting were not as strong as the one that you had battled before. You remember that when you battled before, there was the main one,
Yeah.
and then it had a whole bunch of connected bodies to it that it was battling you. The priests, and then they were all attached to a much stronger black.
Do I remember what that creature was called?
And Ublak. Well, you never knew what it was called.
Okay. All right. That's right. Okay. All right.
Was this that thing in the Raven Queen's temple in Vasselheim?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another time, Elena went first.
God dang it.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. Can I start looking to see if there's any staff or anyone? Is anyone coming?
You're just looking around the courtyard?
Yeah, and the castle itself.
It is dead quiet and eerily dark.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
As the sun has almost completely set at this point, no lights have come on within the.
And Glaive
yeah.
has Can I go over and check on Glaive? Like, do like
Yeah.
a snappy
You
thing?
go over, you snappy, you slappy, you poke him in the nipple. He doesn't
This is
react at all.
not the same as when Yildiris was
Right.
feeble-minded.
When Doris was feeble-minded, his friends were. He still around and tried to attack. Glaive is just deadpan, as if in a coma.
Does this look like something he'll snap out of after a while?
Make a medicine check.
That's what I was gonna do.
Sapala, you can either do it with advantage or Sapala, you can roll as well.
For the record, I'm taking a healing potion.
Okay.
I'm going to roll as well.
Okay. Oh, I hope you rolled better than I did.
Sapala, maybe some sort of
Yes.
restoration spell might work on him.
I
I will
rolled it.
take that into mind.
I rolled it. Well,
I'm trying to do math. I'm sorry.
Sapala
She just
rolled
wants-
500.
Yeah.
What'd you get again?
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I got a 20.
Ulduras, you have no idea what's wrong with him. He just seems to be gone. Sapala, you, judging by the creatures you were fighting and the fact that their brains, you seem to make the connection that there's something wrong with his brain probably at this point, and you have no idea how to assist him with that.
No idea what. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. I have no idea.
You're not
and
you're
then-
not personally sure how to assist it, but there does appear to be something wrong with his brain.
Okay. Mackenzie, what were you saying? Sorry. Xavier, what were you saying?
Perhaps some sort of restoration spell might work. Less
Gotcha.
lesser restoration or greater. I propose a greater restoration. May I take a look at him and make some sort of check, make an Arcana check to see if there is.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Sure.
Damn, I rolled a 3, so 16.
I mean, that's your understanding of magic. If there's something wrong, something wrong with the mind or the body, whether it's a curse or anything like that, you would have to do more experimentation. It would take much more time, but you do know that those are the go-to things to fix something.
Okay. Yeah, if you have greater restoration, that should repair his mind.
Consulting the spell book. Okay.
Question. While they're doing that, is the automaton still stuck on the boulder?
No, at this point it's face down on the ground, still trying to walk forward.
Oh my god.
Like Oliver, you wonder how it functions in day-to-day life.
Oh, really now. And we can't send a message to Oliver or like Cass or like anyone. Can I like call out and just I don't know.
Elena,
Okay.
you scream out Cass's name and you hear it echo off the castle walls, cold and unrestrating, almost muffled in the courtyard.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on Glaive.
All right. You still have spell slots for that? Oh, right. You didn't. You
Yes,
weren't in
I
the
do.
last battle. I treated this entire battle as they're already wounded from the previous battle. Oh, wait. Then there's their shotgun Sapala.
Shotgun Sapala.
The one who wasn't wounded?
Yeah.
All right. So you come up to Glaive. You cast Greater Restoration. Glaive, in the darkness, there is a small pinprick of light. And thoughts begin returning to your head, and slowly over the course of about 5 minutes as Paula casts Greater Restoration.
I vote that it's oddly Sapala shaped light.
Yes. No, it's a flower-shaped light.
Boom!
God, where's your brain?
Flower.
Glaive, you awaken, your hands hurt because you've been clenching them for the past 10 minutes completely straight. Your legs ache from having not shifted at all. Your mouth incredibly dry from not, or your mouth incredibly full of saliva from not swallowing, barely breathing. You come back to, suddenly your mind clears and just, bam, you're back.
Glaive?
Hi.
Glaive? You're okay?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Chokes on spit.
I think I can unhide this guy now.
I don't think I could forget you if I wanted to. That was a very
Aw.
awkward mouth pop.
Sepala hugs Glaive.
Immediate hug return. With closed fists. I can't open my hands.
That is such a Glaive thing to say. I can't open my hands.
Sapala, as you hug Glaive and glare down in the direction where the last of the intellect devourers, which had been hiding inside the wall, you notice that the purple blood that oozes from the sepulcher has turned white as well, mixing with.
Great. Okay. Glaive, I know that you just got your intelligence back, but like, can you message Aunt Cass and see if she's okay? Like where they are?
Most importantly, where they are.
Yes.
All right.
And potentially Oliver and tell him. No, don't tell him. I'll tell him. Yeah, just ask where Aunt Cass is. Don't message Oliver. We'll deal with him later.
Been so long. I could just be a jerk.
Do
Please
it.
don't.
Well, peer pressure. I cave.
No! Can I just storm away?
So I messaged Cass.
Oh gosh.
Are you safe? Are you alive? Where are you? Sorry, I'm doing counting.
That was 9.
Yes.
Yes. You just,
10.
Elena. Oh god, why is Cal reading a book? Are they on another plane? I don't like this.
Shh.
The response that returns sounds.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I was letting Peggy have her freak out so I wouldn't get interrupted.
I like to think Cass is trying to respond, but every time she starts to, there's more words. Oh, well, sorry.
You pooping?
Oh, sorry.
Did you get turned into a jello skeleton monster by a weird tentacle thing?
What?
Now I'm done.
You pooping?
Is that's your entire question? We are. Are you safe? Are you alive? Where are you? Did you get turned into a weird? It seems like more than 20 words.
I thought it was 25.
It isn't.
Yeah, it's 25
Yeah.
words.
You get 25
There's-
words, and that counts as 17.
There is a brief pause, and a voice responds to you, sounding like a chorus. And it responds, "We are safe. We are alive. We are all around you.
Oh no.
Yes."
No.
So, Elena,
Yeah.
good news and bad news.
Oh.
The good news is Cass is alive.
Okay.
Bad news is she is not really the way you want her to be alive.
I don't like the sound.
Good news, she wasn't in complete control of herself whenever she shot somebody. Worst news, she still probably killed somebody.
Okay, great. Can you message Oliver and ask him where he's at?
Sure.
I really
Do
appreciate
we really
this.
care about that right now?
No.
Yeah, because his stupid god he bought is here.
So,
Oh my god.
So he's probably part of this mess.
Just message him, please.
Hey.
is that one word or...
So you know how you had like a bunch of family over at a Grayskull Keep?
That's 19 right
Where
there.
are you?
So you know you had a bunch of family over at Grayskull.
Anything else?
Where are you?
Where are you? And do you know that your robot is broke?
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Do you know that your robot's broke?
There's another pause, and the same chorus
Fucking
of
hell.
voices
Oh, shit.
responds. We already told you. We are all around you.
What
What the?
incarnation?
What incarnation?
What incarnation?
This is great.
my-
Now we can kill them without any guilt.
Right?
So we burn him onto the
And-
ground.
I mean,
And
this
that's
is awful.
and that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Ah.
To rest to the max.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, right.
Do you
My notes are messaged Cass, Shigu, messaged
Shigu.
Oliver, Higu, messaged Oliver,
Oh,
Higu.
God. Message Oliver. He's goo. Well then.
Oh.
Yeah, Rift Lord F pay the respects.
I've been wanting to use those intellect hours for a long time since you first accidentally ran into the mind flayer.
Oh my god.
Got the whole family at once.
Yeah, Glaive was almost dead.
Oh yeah, real close.
Yeah, he was real
Oh,
I
close.
fun-
saved
fun-
him.
Fun facts for tonight's episode: Vel, you 1 point away from that.
From what?
When you got hit by the intellectual devour mind blast, and I had to check your intelligence score, it was like what's your intelligence, like 14 was it?
Uh-huh.
I rolled 13.
Oh, you have to roll. Okay.
I do have to roll, and that's why I told you like you almost went under, and then at the last second came back because you had one.
Okay, are we ending it now? Sorry.
Yeah.
Are we ending?
Yep, we're done.
I was so ready to fail that saving throw.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Alright.
Night.
Night, everybody.
Yow.
Yo.